The exact second you decide you no longer need someone to complete you is the exact moment you become the most magnetic person in the room. It sounds like a cliche, but it's actually a brutal psychological reality. The harder you chase, the faster you repel. Research into attachment theory reveals that the desperate energy of the search triggers a subconscious flight response in others, literally wiring your brain to settle for breadcrumbs. But there is a specific, transformative state of psychological detachment that shifts your entire attraction frequency. It's not about giving up, it's about a radical neurological pivot that most people never discover. If you've ever wondered why love always seems to find people the moment they stop looking, you're about to see the hidden mechanics of the letting go paradox and why your current effort is the very thing keeping you alone. Let's look at the exhausting reality of the modern dating cycle. You download the apps, you overanalyze text messages, and you meticulously curate your personality to be exactly what you think someone else wants. You treat finding a partner like a high-stakes second job, but every time you lean in, they pull away. You inevitably end up entangled with emotionally unavailable people, left staring at the ceiling, wondering why you are always the one carrying the weight of the connection. The real pain here isn't just the loneliness, it's the quiet, crushing suspicion that no matter how much effort you put in, there is something fundamentally unlovable about you. Psychologically, you're trapped in what is known as a deficit mindset. When you're actively chasing love, your nervous system is operating from a state of chronic threat, the deep-seated, agonizing fear of ending up alone. You aren't actually looking for a companion, you are hunting for an emotional regulator to soothe your internal anxiety, and human beings have evolved to instantly detect this. Your hyperfixation translates into a suffocating, invisible pressure. It's the subtle panic in your tone when a reply takes too long, or the way you quietly abandon your own boundaries, just to keep them around. You are broadcasting an emotional debt, and you're asking a stranger to pay it. But here is the uncomfortable reality that shatters every piece of traditional dating advice you've ever been given. Your inability to find a lasting relationship isn't a result of you not trying hard enough. You are single specifically because you are trying. This brings us to the law of detachment. Most people misunderstand this completely. They think detachment means playing hard to get, leaving texts on read, acting emotionally unavailable. That is not detachment. That is just anxiety wearing a different mask. True psychological detachment is radically different. It is the profound, quiet realization that a romantic partner will never save you. They will not fix your boredom, erase your trauma, or magically cure your self-doubt. You stop viewing people as missing puzzle pieces, and you start seeing them as optional additions to an already complete life. But how do you actually flip that neurological switch without just giving up and isolating yourself? You have to rewrite your secure baseline. Right now, your baseline is external. You need a text back to feel safe. You need a compliment to feel worthy. Shifting it inward means doing the brutal, unglamorous work of sitting with your own emptiness until it stops terrifying you. You stop outsourcing your emotional stability. You become the source. And the exact second you actually achieve this, a bizarre psychological phenomenon is triggered in everyone around you. It's called the vacuum effect. When you finally stop projecting that anxious, heavy energy, you create a sudden emotional vacuum. And human nature absolutely abhors a vacuum. The moment you genuinely drop the agenda, people are neurologically pulled toward you. They can subconsciously feel the lack of pressure. You stop being the hunter and you immediately become the magnet. It's an undeniable, biological shift in your attraction frequency. But there is a massive, dangerous trap hidden right inside this process. If you try to fake this detachment just to manipulate the universe into bringing you a partner, your nervous system will immediately betray you. You cannot outsmart your own biology. To genuinely trigger the vacuum effect and experience that radical neurological pivot, you have to cross a psychological point of no return. You have to mourn the fantasy that someone else is going to write your happy ending, and you have to step up and start writing it yourself. This means ruthlessly auditing your life. What are you delaying until you find a partner? Are you holding off on taking that trip, pursuing that hobby, or even buying that nice furniture because you're waiting for the right person to share it with? Stop. You are treating your current existence like a waiting room for someone else's arrival. The core secret to true detachment is building a reality that is so intensely rich, so deeply aligned with your own peace, that anyone stepping into it has to actually add massive value just to be allowed to stay. When you do this, your nervous system finally exhales. You stop scanning the room for a savior because you realize you have already saved yourself. You are no longer broadcasting emotional debt. You are radiating absolute, unapologetic self-sufficiency. And that is the most intoxicating magnetic energy a human being can possess. You stop chasing love, and instead, you become the secure baseline you are trying to find in everyone else. The letting go paradox isn't about giving up on a relationship. It is the profound, quiet realization that the love you have been frantically searching for in the eyes of strangers was always supposed to be given to yourself first. The exact moment you truly believe that, the chase is over, and that is exactly when they find you. The moment you stop treating your life like a waiting room is the moment your true power begins. But maintaining this magnetic self-sufficiency isn't a one-time decision. It's a daily rewiring of your subconscious narrative. If you are ready to stop being the pursuer and start being the destination, hit that subscribe button to join a community of individuals who have traded emotional debt for radical autonomy. To further solidify this shift and master the specific psychological triggers that keep you in a state of high-value detachment, move directly into this next deep dive on the screen. It covers the exact boundaries you need to set today to ensure that when they finally do find you, they are meeting a version of you that is already whole. I'll see you there.